actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, three wide action on a turn two. Craig Kitzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
are live, guys. I want to welcome you all to the first ever BHR podcast that is during a live race. If you're able to hear what's going on in my background for my desktop audio, if you guys watch the background of the mic, let me know. But, so this is going to be a little bit different, guys, instead of a normal podcast. We're going to be doing this for the entire BHR rookie season. And under cautions, depending on how long they are, I will pull in random drivers that interview. And it could be a couple guys in here. We have a great field tonight, or today, depending on what time you are. But the race is getting ready to start right now. So they're going to be gridding, and I will be pulling in one person to come have a little interview with us before the main race starts. So I want to make sure my mic's working, all that. Have a little interview with us before the main. Everything works. So first one I'm going to pull in here is going to be Bob Mertz. He is qualified in. Hold on, sorry. I don't know. So it looks like he's top 10. I think. Let me get a official deal. Bob Mertz. I do not see him on the board. He's qualified in 6th. So, also, guys, this is my first time ever doing this. Let's pull him in here. Hey, Bob Mertz, this is Russell from the BHR podcast. You got a copy?
So just you have 3 seconds.
10-4.
So with this being the first rookie race of the season, and with you qualified in 9th position, I do believe, what are you going to?
No, 6.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I did say 6th. Crap. But since you are still somewhat new to this league, what is your expectation and your goal for this race, for the first race of the season?
My goal for this race is to survive, most definitely, and to try to finish good, at least in the top 5. This track can be really tough, but we'll see what we can do out here today.
All right, that is always a good idea. We do wish you luck, and we'll pull you back in maybe during caution.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, you heard that live. That was Bob Mertz. Right now, Jeffrey is going over some rules, I do believe. So let's have fun with everything going on. Everyone is in pit road. I am gonna try to get a different camera angle. Never mind. But the engines are fired. We're getting ready to go. And your leader is, hold on, Peter. Okay, why is that showing all those positions? Guys, this should hopefully blow over once it goes green. So the top 5 right now is showing 8, 9, 11, 13, and 15. That is not the correct order for this, but we are getting ready to pace. So everyone's going over stuff, and I'll start commentating once we get going. But this is the 2007 Daytona. And if I do end up messing up some names, I'll probably just stick with just talking with the numbers. So this should be interesting. If you guys don't like this, I'm sorry, but we got our changing background and all that. All right, pace car is rolling off pit road. We have, I think, 20 cars, 20 or 21 cars. A lovely field here tonight, or today. I gotta remember, this isn't the Saturday night league, and I am here alone today, unfortunately. Also, if you guys know what the Rookie League is the first step into the main league, and yes, nothing's moving, but once it goes green, we should be good to go. And the grid is set up to go single file if there was to be a caution. So it's pretty much this is anyone's game here tonight. I also want to say tonight, if you guys have a problem, just let me know. Alright, getting ready to go. They're getting ready to come off of turn number 3, going into turn 4. The 13 will be coming around to bring them to the green flag. If any of you guys are watching, if I do mispronounce your name, let me know, and I do apologize in advance. Alright, they're coming out turn number 4 right now. Pace car is not off yet. Alright, pace car drops down below the apron. Green flag has come out. The 13 is off with the 7 behind him. The 7 is giving them a big push. The 13's out there. That's going to definitely mess him up a little bit. We have him in, I want to say it's Impala. If not, I do apologize. They're going in turn 1 as they're coming up to full song. Coming in turn 1 and 2. They are side by side. 2 is trying to get up there with the number 10. The 75, Bob Mertz, is still back there. He's still in top 10. He's got the help of the 78 of Adrian. I'm sorry, Adrian, I'm not going to know how to say your last name. But the number 2 has taken the lead away from the 13. I did not notice that. So Jacob is your leader right now. They're coming around the lead lap 1. The 2 will successfully lead the first lap ever in this league. Now the 10 is side by side with the 2. They're too high. Wait, I'm sorry if I am bad at this, guys. I just want to try to make this fun and interesting. They are side by side coming down from the backstretch. They are not 3 wide. Bob Mertz is in top 4. He is now going for 3rd place. He has successfully got 3rd place. The 10 is now in the lead coming in turn number 3. The 2 is fighting back on the inside line. They're coming into turn number 4. They're coming out turn number 4, sorry. They're coming back across the front straight. And number 2 successfully letting their lap. If you guys see the top 5, that's how close they are right now. Ryan Decker, he is coming back. He's trying to take that 1st place spot away from number 2. I am running out of breath, guys. Okay, number 10 is in the lead again, coming in turn number 3. Bob Mertz is in 2nd place. Bob Mertz will jump down in front of number 2. If Mertz leads the race, that is going to be great. Come on, Mertz. Mertz will take away the lead. He has led a lap for the first time in Bonehead Racing. The number 10 is side by side with him. He is wanting to take away that 1st place position from Mertz. But that will not happen as Mertz comes storming down the backstretch. Number 10 is flying back again. Sorry about that, guys. Had an interruption. But Mertz will lead their lap. So they're going back to turn number 1. They are storming. They are a full song coming out of turn number 2. Mertz, come on, my dude. You got this. This is. They're going. No, they almost went 3 wide. And Adrian is trying to fight back on the outside line. Here comes the 10. The 10 has taken away 1st place from Bob Mertz. There's still quite a bit of race left. Bob Mertz is sitting patiently in 4th or 3rd place. Number 10 of Ryan Decker, just a little lap. he is still holding on. The key for this, guys, is to keep a calm, steady heart rate while you're racing at this track, because this track is extremely bumpy. But they are fine. They have a little 3-car tandem in the back. Oh, caution's out. Caution's out. The 53. The 53 of Kelly Keeble? Caleb? Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. But that brought out the first caution of the day. There's still... We are on lap 6. Yes, lap 6. Going to lap 7. Your leader is Adrian, number 78. The 3-car tandem was the 22 of Samuel S. Garcia, Thomas Van Gotham, Gabriel Mauricio, and Jeffrey Price. They are, so far right now, just relaxing. This is where strategy comes in. If they do pit, I don't know if the K&N cars have enough fuel to finish this entire race if they go green. Excuse me on that one, but right now the goal is just to keep a calm, steady heart rate. We had some good racing as we had the leader blink out for a second. We'll pull into someone. All right. Adrian, you got a copy? This is the BHR podcast booth.
Yeah, I got you.
You've just led 1 or 2 laps, I do believe. What is your strategy right here?
You know, the strategy here is just keep the lead, keep drafting with the 05. He's my drafting partner for this race, and we're just going to try and stay in front as long as we can. The outside lane really seems to be the best lane. Because you get all those runs on the outside, and yeah, that's basically the strategy. Don't get involved in anything.
Well, that's always a good strategy. I do believe they had a couple people pit, but I'm not 100% sure. For pit stop strategy, are you going to pit or are you going to stay out for the entire race?
We're to stay out for the entire race. I mean, the only reason you need to pit is for repairs, and hopefully we don't have to make that pit stop today, so... Yeah, planning to stay
Would
out.
you consider Bob Mertz competition or a threat to this win?
I think he's a threat, you know, but I really didn't like how he was driving early. He was like wobbling everywhere, and everybody was kind of, you know, saying that he was wiggling a lot. He kept side drafting, and it's early in the race, and you don't need to be doing that early.
All right, well, thank you for chatting us. Good luck on the race.
Yep. Thank you.
What's on the left monitor right now is what you see on your screen. What you see on your screen is the podcast ticker and track view. You'll see all the cars right here. And also, everything right here is all up to date, I do believe. So, the restart is single file. So this should be an interesting restart. I do believe they are getting the one to go signal right here for the first time. Nope. They are still riding around. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. We are more than happy to answer any of them. If you have a favorite driver, put your number, put them out there. Have fun with this. This is supposed to be fun. Also, for the 5th week into the season, I will not be doing a podcast because I'll be racing the Roval race. And next week we are back here at Daytona for a 50-lapper. So we're coming with on lap 10, I do believe. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we should be right back with the one to go signal. They are going on the backstretch, so I'll put up a small do short clips. If you guys are enjoying it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Alright, we are back. I accidentally did end up setting it to double file instead of single. So right now they are double file. It was apparently messed up because I did change it to single file. I don't know what happened, but it's fine. So they're getting ready to come back to the green flag. They're coming out turn number 4, or they're in turn 3. They're in turn 4 right now. But with Adrian in the lead, he should be leading back to the green. Right now, my vote is on, for 2 drivers, Adrian and Bob. I like seeing Duke it out in the last lap, but this should be fine. So green flag is back out. They are back off underway as they're going through the gears once again through the Daytona Tri-Oval. If you guys haven't been to Daytona, you should. I've heard it's really good. As Adrian is working with his drafting partner, the 05. I remember on the 05 of Michael Cook. Number 10 is wasting no time getting back up in there to the lead. So far, everything has been clean. We're going to go to the back and see what's going on. So yeah, the 53 is in the back with the 69 of Jesse Fox, then Jeffrey Price, Steves, Gabriel, Samuel, Thomas, and Timothy. But we're not going to focus on them. We're going to go back to the front as they have cars going at it. The 10 car is back in the lead. He will lead in our lap here tonight. I think the car did just get a little squirrely there. But Bob merged and 78 are falling. Oh god. There's a wreck. Wreck. Not the big one. But there are cars scattering. Oh, they're wrecking again. Yeah, Michael Cook was involved. Jesse was involved. No? Nope. Jeffrey was not involved. But the I don't know what cars were involved. But the 7 of Michael Cook was involved. So we didn't go many laps. But the lead at time was Ryan. So we're going to go back and forth with Ryan. And we will pull in our driver. I will pull in our person. let's see here. Who should we pull in? As we just had someone disconnect. Mark has disconnected, so I'm going to take him off the board. Let's pull in Michael. Hey, Michael Cook, you got a copy?
I got a
You
what?
copy?
What's a copy?
Okay. So we're done here with Michael Cook. So Michael, we are currently live right now on the BHR podcast. So
Okay.
we saw you get spun out on that last caution. What happened there?
I'm gonna be frank. I'm not exactly that sure. I think me and one other guy tried to change lanes at the exact same time, and that just kind of, I think we both clipped each other just ever so slightly, and that ended up causing that big wreck. So apologize about that. I don't want to be causing wrecks out here.
I saw you up there with number 78. I saw you guys were going at it. I didn't see what...
We weren't going at it. We were actually trying to work together.
That's what I kind of meant. But with that strategy in play, and now with you starting towards the back, how's that going to affect your guys' strategy?
I don't know. I'm just gonna try to do my own thing and try to work my way up there. Now, well, we got a fixed up car now. Those guys over there at Mr. Clean, they fix these things quite very nicely. You know what I mean?
Gotta make sure it's nice and shiny.
Yep.
So before I put you back up there, if you were to get back up towards the front, who would you say would probably be the biggest threat to cost a win?
Cost to win, I would right now probably say Bob. He's side drafting, which actually he's side drafting pretty decently. The problem is that I'm worried that someone is gonna get a little bit into his lane, and then he's gonna try to side draft, bump, and then a huge pile up is gonna happen. But I'm not too sure.
Hopefully that doesn't happen, because so far we haven't had a big one here today. So with less than 20 laps to go, or almost exactly 20 laps to go, are you going to try to fight your way back up towards the front and hopefully get a win, or are you going to just try to chill and then start planning out your strategy a little bit more?
I don't know. I'm not exactly diehard looking for a win here. I just want a decent spot. That's all.
Right. Well, thanks for coming to chat with us, and if you make it to top 5, we'll see you again.
All right. Thank you.
Alright, that was Michael Cook. We will pull in one more person for a little interview. Let's see here. Let's pull in good old Austin Johnson. Austin Johnson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So, with the caution coming out, and with it going to be single file restarts because of the mess up that happened, what is going to be your plan to try to stay up there with the leaders, or getting back up there?
I'm trying to get it back up there, and I don't want to fight for the win too early, because as you can see, people are going really aggressive and wrecking a lot. I'm not trying to get involved in any of that, just trying to keep it clean and get up there. Fight for the win when it comes around at lap 30, maybe. That's my plan.
So, are you going to try to go for a top 5, or are you going to go straight for the win?
Well, the highest position I can get. I mean, I don't want to dump everyone for the win, I'm not that kind of driver, but if I can get a top 5, I'll do that. If I can get a win, I'll definitely do that.
Which a win is also not always helpful, especially since this is the rookie league, and that the points won't go counting towards the main league drivers. And so all rookie drivers have a chance to have a shot against the main league. Since it is one to go at the line, I think.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say? Like any strategy you got planned out, or do you got nothing?
Probably just like riding around. That's my main strategy right now.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
All right, that was Austin Johnson for you. Oh, YouTube, yes. New sub. New sub. Thank you, Radioactive Fairytales. If you guys haven't already subbed, I can see a little sub bar right up there. Also, the reason why I'm using YouTube for this is because the video stuff for OBS wouldn't work properly with the ticker and all that. So, also the black line down here, that is the start-finish line. And then the red one that you're going past right now, that is a check. That's the sector line. But we're going to probably count that as like our overtime line or something like that. But we shouldn't go overtime. They're on lap 16. They are going to turn 3 right now. So, if you guys have a vote, tell me in the comments. Don't be shy. We have 9 people watching. This is pretty good. So, as the pace cars come out, turn number 4 again, and they're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. They are single file now. So your top 5 are up here on the screen. Pace car is getting ready to dive off. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out. Number 10 is wasting no time getting back on that throttle. Next to him is the 29 of Harrison. They are side by side. Harrison is back in the lead. Well, not back in the lead. This is his first time in the lead, I do believe. Sorry if I'm wrong here. But Harrison is wasting no time. 78 of Adrian is going back up there. I had to stop for a second. Oh, sorry. Out of breath. But Adrian's wasting no time. He is also followed by Jacob A. Hope and Bob Mertz. They are trying to get past the number 10. The 2 is going with the number 10 to help him out. Oh, the number 10 is in the wall. Did he save it? He will not cause a caution. He is getting below the apron. He is going in the pits. That is good work by him. Unfortunately, Ryan lost that position. I feel so bad for him. Oh, the caution will be through. Oh, now my caution was thrown. All right. What was that? Admin thrown caution because we usually have a time limit. Alright, yeah, something happened. I don't know if someone threw the caution or something. But we are on our 3rd or 4th caution. It's not that bad. Your leader right now is Harrison. Followed by Jacob A. Hope, Peter, Mertz, and Austin Johnson. The 78. Quite frankly, guys, I don't know what brought out the caution, but look at that. Oh yeah, apparently someone's getting a phone call in my house. So I guess it's pulling their driving. Also, sorry if you guys do see my background. Let's pull in Mertz again. Actually, we'll pull him in a second. Let's pull in Jacob. Jacob, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
So with the nerd caution out, and with you sitting in 2nd place, is your strategy playing out, or do you have a strategy at all right now?
You know, really, my strategy was at that point to sit in the back until the first wreck happened. I mean, I kind of did that, and then I'm just trying to, at this point, win the race. And at this point, well, yeah.
So, do you got any teammates or rivals out here tonight?
Hey, and I'm sorry, someone was talking. What did you say?
Do you have any teammates or rivals out here tonight?
Really, I'm just working with the 78, the 05, and the 75, just trying to help them out a bit, but not really any rivals to speak of quite yet.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that point. Do you piss off strategy, or do you not have one tonight?
I mean, we're not really gonna do pit stops here. I mean, the tires look good and the fuel looks good, so.
Well, I didn't know because of how different these are compared to the Xfinity, so yeah. Well, good luck. Go for the win.
Thank you.
Alright, now pulling in Mertz. Bob Mertz, this is the podcast channel again. Do you got a copy?
10-4.
Alright, so we see you're sitting comfy. No English with me right now. But you are sitting in 8th position right now. Is your strategy somewhat playing out right now? Or are you just trying to sit back and then start making moves coming up to the final laps? Or, like, what's your strategy?
I don't have a single +2.
Right now, it's basically survive when I'm basically just moving up into the lead pack.
So you're just
Because
taking it one at a time?
yes, I am.
So, I don't know if you had a pit stop strategy here tonight. Are you just trying to stay out and just wing it?
But anyway, it's 0 points.
Yeah, I guess so. You know,
Oh,
just
this is
it's basically
Sorry, right
caution
off
fest,
stone,
but
Mama.
let's see what I can do on the final laps here. Let's see if I can move up the lead pack and possibly come out with top 5 or a win tonight.
That is very true. So far, you got any teammates out there that are working with you, or you got some rivals? Because I've heard some people come in here and say that you were driving a bit aggressive, but they still worked with you a little bit.
Yeah, you know, drafting around here is easy. I have got some runs on people, but you know, it's quite normal here.
Especially with this being the old Gen 4 car. And with you in 8th place, are you going to try to... is your goal to get a top 5? Or are you going to try to get a top 5 with a win?
Whatever, honestly. I don't care if I don't really care if I finish top 5, but I'm just kind of hoping for a win right now.
All right, we'll go at it. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that was Bob Mertz, guys. We should be coming back around to the 1 to go signal. If we are not, well, that's unfortunate. Also, if you guys are enjoying this race, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button too. But pace car has its lights off now. The number 10 is going around. He was a lap down. So the Harrison is your car. So Harrison right now is in the lead. Also, if you guys do see, right next to it, we do have the live gap with what club they're in. So Harrison is from Florida. We got Virginia, New York, and California. And if we were to get people up to the front, because there's no doubt, next week for the 50 lap race, you will probably have to pit at least once. And we are at now 22 out of 35. So once it hits 25, it will be 10 to go. And after that, it's pretty much a good race. This race is also count of points, guys. Sorry if you hear my keyboard typing. I'm also trying to type in the chat because I'm also somewhat adminning this. But right now, the 26, 29. Sorry, I can't tell with the paint scheme right here because it's all crunched down into a little window. But pace cars coming out turn number 4. They are getting ready to go back to racing. And as I've said, we have not seen the big one yet. So pace car is diving off. Green flag is back out. The 29 of Harrison Chandler is back on it. He will lead another lap here at Daytona. Jacob is right behind him. He is not cutting him any side. Oh! Wreck is not the big one. Okay, well, we just had a major wreck. It was not the big one. I'm going to go back to see what happened there because Jeffrey Price is involved. Thomas Van Gotham. Jacob's not involved. Who else is the guy behind there? Oh, I'm sorry. 14 was involved. Bob Mertz was involved. Thomas was involved. And that's pretty much it. But no one else was involved there. Jesse Fox, maybe? No. But they are racing back around. I don't know what happened there, but I'll go back. I said that multiple times. I am not in it right now. So what happened here? So this is what happened here. So the 05 got the 76, but it was not on the 05. It was on the 76. He started coming down in front of him. He was trying to block. Actually, that might not have been anyone's fault because it looked like the 76 was just following the car in front of him. So I don't know what happened there. But everything is right now pretty solid. The leaders are coming back around. We will not pull anyone in just yet. I'm going to take a quick commercial break and we should be right back. And you guys, seriously, if you got questions, just go ahead and ask. So we're going to just play one ad and then we're pulling in something. Alright, we are back. So, we're going to pull in another person. Let's go ahead and pull in Thomas. Thomas Van Gotham, you got a copy?
Yeah.
You sounded so depressed.
Yeah, I do.
So, what happened there? Were you just
What?
playing too much defense and got hooked, or were you just following the guy in front of you?
I was trying to follow the guy in front of me, and I don't know. I feel like it was partly his fault and partly my fault. We kind of both crossed into each other's lanes a little bit, but I'm just glad I made it back to pits because they were telling me that my car was toast, and I was not really gonna be happy with that. So yeah. And I'm happy about that. I'm still in the race somewhat, except last place instead of 10th, but whatever.
So, for strategy-wise, is your strategy playing out right now, or are you just trying to take it easy for your first race, and you're gonna just finish wherever you finish, or you're gonna try to go for a top 5?
I guess I'm playing it easy now. I wasn't trying to play it too easy, but apparently, I don't know. It just kind of fell apart. I felt like I was doing good. I was in the top 10 for a second until I got wrecked. That's besides the point.
Alright, I went back into the replay.
And I still have to let the 77 car by, which I don't know where he is.
77
So
car is backstretch.
Like, wait.
But
Come on, 77. I think he's coming up on me right now. There he
But
is.
since you are driving
Alright.
a Pontiac Trans Am, if you guys know what that is a Firebird with the Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds, yeah. Yeah.
So are you gonna try for next week with the same track, and with it being quite a bit longer? Are you gonna try to take it easy for most of that race, or are you gonna try to get that Firebird straight up to the front?
I'll probably try to take it easy. I'll probably try to just stay in the top 10 for the majority of it. Not try to drive it too hard. And then towards maybe the last few laps, try to push her as much as she can go. But, yeah.
With 10 to...
I mean, what can you do?
Well, there's not much you can do unless if you're patient.
I know, and I was trying to be... Got screwed over still, so it is what it is.
But with 10 laps to go...
I'm gonna see if I can get a few I'm gonna see if I can get a few positions before this race
especially
ends.
with only 9 laps to go now. Are you gonna...
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, are you just basically just trying to hang in there and try to get as many points as you can now?
Yeah, I am. As I bump into the 5, but whatever.
So...
Oh well.
After with both Daytona races done, and with going to Charlotte, is Charlotte like going to be one of those tracks that you're going to have to really practice on? Or are you going to just try to take it easy on that track and just not try to wreck that often on it?
I'm going to try to not wreck at all, because wrecking is really what screws you over in these races. You look at the top 5 people, and you watch them from every single race, you'll watch that majority of the time they don't have a single wreck throughout the race. Or if they do, they kind of were next to it. They never actually are in it, really. That's because they're trying to play it smart, not get hit, you know, that type of stuff. And that's what ends up getting them to the top places, other than just doing decent driving and all that. So I thought I don't know. I'll try to do it safe, and I'll try to keep it under control.
But with...
And hopefully, I'll be able to do better than I am right now, as I'm in what, 18th place now, with a lap down. But whatever. It is what it is. It's supposed to, we're supposed to have fun. That's the majority of it.
But with the Charlotte Roval race coming up, like in about 4 weeks now. So what are you gonna say that? Are you gonna say that's like one of the races you gotta look out for, or are you gonna just try to take it easy for that race, or what's the plan for the Roval?
Has given me an ELO. Okay, I'll get to it. I'm gonna try to. I'm getting penalized all the time. It seems like. I want to just try to. It's gonna be one of those I'm gonna have to watch out for, just because it's gonna be a tough track. It's not an oval track like this is. It's actual road course.
Oh, that is very true. Well, since it is one to go till green, I'll move you back up to your channel. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. So with them coming back in turn 3, they are getting ready to come back to the green flag with 8 to go. So if another caution flag was to come out under 5 to go, there might not be another restart. So this is going to get a little crazy, guys. The big one can happen at any time now. Well, Pacer's going to pull off. So Pace car is pulling off right now. The green flag is back out. He's not on it. Now he's back on it. He has no help from the 2. The 2 is still in line with him. The 13 and the 7 are working their way up slowly. I think at this point it's just full-on strategy, because if another caution comes out, that could end the race. The 2 went outside. That was not the brightest move. The 2 is falling back in line behind the 13. The 7 is way back there. So the 7 in the other pack, it will get a big run, and I mean a big run. So they are coming out. They're going in turn 3 right now, so never mind. They ain't going out of turn. They're coming into turn number 3, into turn number 4. They are at full song now as they're coming out 4. Come back through the tri-oval. That will mark 6 laps to go. If a caution was to come out now, they would get one last restart. And maybe with 5 to go. I am not so sure. But if it goes under 4 to go, that's the race. So whatever happens will happen. Right now they are side by side. The 22 and the 83 are trying to get that first place position. They are 3 wide going to turn number 3. Oh god. 3 wide. The 29 is back on the inside. They are 3 wide. They got a car going around. Oh. Big one's happening. The big one is happening. They will get one more restart. For one more restart. The back half of the field is gone. I'm gonna look at that again. So the wreck was happening in front. They were starting to slow down. Then everyone just scattered. Everyone was just scattered. Mertz was on his side. Bob Mertz fell on his side. He almost rolled that car over. As we are going back live now. Oh my god. I don't know what just happened, but everything's going on now. So, we're going to pull in Jeffrey Price. Hey, Jeffrey Price, got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up?
So, with the wreck that just happened, and with the race under 5 laps to go now, what is your strategy?
My strategy is to keep these guys from completely losing their mind.
So right now, tempers are starting to flare.
I'm sorry, Russell. I couldn't hear you, buddy.
Is the people's temper starting to flare now in the race?
Yeah, we got some guys kind of losing their minds. I moved my way up to the tower. It's been kind of a crazy one down here, but lots of really good potential and good racing. I've seen just a couple guys we weeded out. So if we go back to green, I think it'll be a good finish.
Especially with that, we'll probably talk about that later. But you're still in the race, right? Or are you in the booth?
No, I pulled off. It was getting to the point where there was a couple of gentlemen acting up, and I needed it.
Yeah. You always got to take care of those people, but with a good majority of the field left, with quite a bit to go, who's your top pick for winning right now?
The 13 and the 29 have been extremely competitive. They've been having a lot of good racing at the front of the pack. I watched them for a few laps on that last little run, and they were quite impressive. Being able to hold their line. Austin Johnson was doing good there too, and Gabriel. So if we can get a green flag lap, it'll be one to watch. It was looking pretty good.
Definitely. All right. Thank you for joining us in here.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. We're going to pull in the 53 car. Hey, 53 car, you got a copy?
Wait, what? Hi.
So, with under 3 to go now, is there still strategy for you, or are you just going to sit back and just try to finish in a good position?
I'm just gonna try and finish. I just got an EOL penalty. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but with you trying to fight your way back up there, which there probably will be one more restart.
Wait 1 second. Multiple. I cannot hear. Multiple. Okay, speak. Say that again.
With 3 laps to go, and there possibly being one last restart. Are you gonna try to work your way up and just finish high, or are you just gonna sit back and just let a wreck happen?
I'm gonna try and let everyone. I'm gonna try and let everyone by. I'm gonna try and like pass everyone up, but I don't think I might be able to.
All right. Well, next time by should be the one to go signal. So thank you for joining us, and I'll move you back up there.
All right.
Hey, Samuel, you got a copy?
10-4.
So with one last restart possibly going to happen, what is your strategy so far?
I have damage, so I have to come in and pit. I don't think I'll be able to go up there because I have damage, so yeah.
If you do get back out there, we do wish you luck. If the pace car is going to want to go signal, I'll ask a couple more questions and then I'll move back up there. So, since this is the first race of the season, are you going to just hopefully pray that you get a good finish and just go add next week, or?
I hope I get a good finish. I hope everybody wrecks in the final lap.
Okay. Well, since it is the one lap to go, I'm going to go ahead and move you back up there, and thank you for joining us.
10-4.
Oh my goodness, guys. We are going to have a one-lap shootout. If something bad was to happen, it's done for them. We got multiple cars. We have, I think in general, 17 to 18 cars. I could be wrong. And I think Tom is making his way back around. No? I don't know why that TG's like that. The scoreboard, or the map itself is kind of a bit funky, if you know what I mean, but other than that, sorry about that cough. Pace car is coming back out of turn number, well, going into turn number 3 now, where there was a couple tire marks. So now it's gonna be anyone's game. If a wreck was to happen, this is game over. So pace car is getting ready to dive back into pit road. We will have a one-lap shootout, and then we'll move into the top 5. So green flag is back out. Number 13 is back on. To 29 is on his inside. He is giving him no slack. Followed by the 83. The 83 is trying to make a couple moves. They're coming into turn 1. They are back up to full song now, up through the gears. They are side by side for the lead. Number 2 is trying to get up there with number 13 to make something happen. Oh god. This is getting exciting. I wish I could stream this at a good rate, but I can't. So number 13 is side by side with number 29. The 83 is getting a side draft off him. A wreck is happening. Number 2 is on his side. It's going to get close. The 29 and 83 are going to battle it out. The 83 is still low. It's a good race. Harrison has won the first race in the BHR Rookie League. So, with that happening, Gabriel was 0.113 seconds short. And now Congratulations to number 29 of Harrison Chandler. Oh, he's going at it. He just went straight through the grass. So we're gonna have people get ready to come in here. So, with that being said, I'm going to go in commercial mode for a little bit. And we should be good to go. I'm going to tag something else. So now, it's commercial time. So, if you guys did enjoy this race, we will be back with the top 5 for an interview. We will be right back. Here's a second. Alright. Figure everything out. Alright. Be right back.
Since 2011, the 1.5 mile oval in Miami-Dade County has played host to the final round of the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze iRacing Series, and 2018 will be no different. But first, let's see how we got here. Ottinger throws the block and it will keep him behind him. Nick Ottinger wins at Daytona. It's going to be the rookie phenom from Canada, Keegan Leahy, wins for a 3rd time. For a series best 4th time this year, Ryan Luza will head to victory lane again. You've got to love this time of year. Let's go playoff racing. And with his first win of 2018, Michael Conti is headed to Homestead. Matt Busa gets his first career win and punches his ticket to the championship. 40 drivers, 40 opportunities. Now, only 4 remain and only 1 can be champion. Who will reach the peak? Will it be the 5 of Michael Conti? While it hasn't been a career year for the 2014 champion, it has been a fantastic last 2 months. If anyone has momentum, it's him. What about the defending champion? After a stellar season, Ryan Luza could leave Homestead with back-to-back titles. One thing is certain, though, points won't do him any good here. How about the newcomer? Matt Busa is the only driver in the Championship 4 without a title. With him looking for his fairy tale ending, we could be in store for an upset. And then there's 3-time. After a relatively quiet 2018 campaign, Ray Alfalo will be seeking a record of 4th career championship. It all comes down to this. 4 drivers, 1 champion. Tuesday at 9 on the iRacing Esports Network.
So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up.
4 more kilometers.
Oh, there we go! This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride.
Frankie! Down to the inside, and Hoosie's off!
Ottinger throws the block, and he will keep him behind him.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Turning the track up, I'll never go back down. Hand over my heart, I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
really, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, three-wide action on a turn two. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the cars. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
We are here with Gabriel Mauricio? Alright.
Yeah.
You got the second place finish here today at I almost said Talladega. Okay. You got the second place finish here at Daytona. So, what kind of strategy did you have going on today?
I started from the back and was pretty much here. Didn't have many shots to win, only on the end of the race.
Yeah. So, congrats on the second place, and especially since you are also part of the main league, would you want to give any shout outs to sponsors, family members, or friends, or whatever?
Yeah, I want to thank you for the league. I don't have any sponsors, but I had fun today.
Well, we hope you did have fun today. Alright, well, we're going to pull the next person in here. That would be Austin. No, that would be Josh. So, thank you for racing here today, and you're gonna race next Daytona?
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Alright, so finishing here today in 4th position, we have Joshua Kane. So, Joshua, it was not a good race for you, but it wasn't a bad race for you. Like, for the first race of the season, how do you think you're going into the season so far?
I think if I can go in here a little bit healthier than I am now, I think I'll be okay. It was definitely fun racing out there with everybody else. I think this is going to be a good, fun, competitive series. But I got some confidence going in there, starting last and, coming home, P4. So for me, that I'll take that as a win.
Definitely, but since this race is only 35 laps and it's not that much of a big race, but with next week's race at Daytona again, with a 50-lap race, are you going to just try to do the same strategy, or are you going to do a different one? Because I think you will have to pit once or twice next week.
Yeah, I think the one thing that actually hurt today was just all those pace laps, all the cautions where we went through, like a 7-8 lap run, and then it was caution after caution. That's where it kind of hurt. I think a lot of it will be cleaned up next week. I think we'll be doing a lot better next week. But it's kind of, I'm going to do with the same strategy. Just kind of take it easy. If I start, great. If I don't, then no shame of pulling out of the race.
Yeah, definitely. But before I get to the next person in here, do you want to thank any friends, family, or sponsors?
I just want to actually thank my buddy Andrew, who was in there, who was he was a big help at the beginning, pushing me along, me pushing him. Kind of trying to work through there together. But I mean, that's really it. I just want to say thank you for having me in this league, and hopefully I can hopefully try to be up there for a championship.
Well, that's definitely always good because the championship is good. Also, there is still no word on anything for going on for that yet. So if you do stick around, you'll probably get word. But since you did that, thank you for joining us here today. You'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, I'll be back next week.
Well, we wish you luck.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. You have a good night.
All right. So finishing in 5th position, we have Austin Johnson. So Austin, we talked to you a little bit earlier here today on talking about you getting a top 5 finish. So were you expecting to get this high of a finish, or like what was your goal for this race besides trying to get the win?
Well, it was to get a top 5 or a top 10 at least. I wanted that at least so I can get some decent points if I had a bad race.
Your mic cut out.
Yeah.
So with the top 5 finish, like, are you gonna try to improve that for next weekend, or are you gonna try to what are you gonna try to do to improve from that?
Well, just try to run a cleaner race. I know there's a lot of wrecks and kind of caution laps, basically playing eye pacing out there, but the wrecks kind of got me bored and not wanted to race.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of cars out there too. I was surprised that there was 22 or 21 cars out there.
Well, I can have the cars here in a second, but since this is the first league race of this league, will you say so far you're going strong into the season, or no?
Yeah, 5th place is a strong finish. You obviously want to improve to get higher up in the standings, maybe win the championship. But yeah, 5th is a good place to start at. But I'm sure, I mean, just like everyone else in the league, I want to get a win. You know, it's everyone's goal.
And then, like, of course, you want to try to get in our championship. But before I move you out of here and try to talk to Harrison, because he did join the main league Discord. Don't know why he joined it, but okay. So, is there anyone that you want to thank, like fan members or sponsors or any of that stuff?
Not really. Just you for broadcasting or podcasting and just you hosting the race. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet some cool people in the general chat and talk to.
But since this is like the first step into the main league, do you think this is going to improve the amount of races we're going to get for the main league, or no?
Yeah, I think it will. I think, getting out there and getting more people. There's a lot of new faces I haven't seen, which is good to see, and hopefully they can get into the main league, and that will make the main league more fun.
Most certainly. All right. Well, thank you for joining us in here. If Harrison does not end up showing, I'll probably pull one random guy from the channel. So we'll go ahead and move you up there.
All right.
Well, it looks like Harrison's not joining us, so I'm gonna probably talk with him and say, hey, you gotta do this and this. So he's not joining us, so I'm gonna have to pull someone random. There's like no one to pull now. All right. Let's pull our good friend Adrian. Adrian, you got a copy? You got a copy? So since Harrison's not here, and if he does end up joining next week for this Discord, I'll interview him after that race. I don't think it was a great finish for you because you finished where?
10th, I think.
So top 10 pretty much?
I'm pretty sure I finished 10th place.
So since you pretty much finished around the 10th area, Are you gonna try to improve that for next weekend for Daytona again?
Yeah, for sure. Daytona is the championship track, so I definitely need to improve there if I can even make it to the championship round. But it's really a disappointing finishing position, especially since we were in the front. But just played out that way, and hopefully it won't next week.
Especially with that, because you were running pretty strong towards the start of this race, and then I think you got caught up in a wreck or something? Or you spun out?
Yeah, the 10 car hit me in my quarter panel. I saved it, but I lost all my speed and fell back.
Well, it looks like Harrison is here, so I guess you'll get an interview as well. But, so what are you going to try? So, before you go, do you want to thank any friends or sponsors, anything like that?
Yeah, I want to thank, Bass Pro Shops for sponsoring, they're a great sponsor. Also, Tracker Boats. And I'd also like to thank the 05, the 2, they were great drafting partners, and hopefully we get to work with them next week.
Alright, well, hopefully they are here next week, and I will have to send you off now. Thank you for racing, and we'll see you next week.
Right. Thank you.
As we're waiting for Harrison to join a voice chat right now, so right now he's not in a voice chat, so we're gonna give him a couple of minutes. But so far this race was pretty good. This is my first time ever doing broadcasting or podcasting, whatever you call it, like this. Hold on. So, while we're trying to figure this all out, I'm going to shove up a commercial, and then we should be good, hopefully. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long, so until then, we're going to have to go on commercial. We are back with tonight's winner, Harrison Chandler. So, Harrison, coming away with the win tonight, what was that your goal for tonight, or did that just kind of happen and you weren't really planning on it?
No, I definitely wanted to win. That was a definite. We were pretty fast that whole time. We were the fastest in practice. Kind of struggled in qualifying a little bit, started 7th. The race started, we were pretty decent, we were up in the top 5, maybe, a little bit in the top 10, but mostly we were okay. We didn't get into any wrecks. We made sure we were clean.
Your mic keeps cutting in and out, just let you know.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, let me... Is this better?
So,
yeah.
So with next week with Daytona again, are you gonna try to do the same thing you did tonight? Because we saw 83. He was right on it, and I guess he just ran out of time to make any moves. So, are you gonna try to pull the same thing you did tonight with the 50-lap Daytona race next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and win the race. That's definite. My first race actually in your league, I thankfully, it's awesome, to be honest, to win in your league. It was amazing, to be honest. You know, restart, I knew that I had to get into the inside as quickly as possible, because if I didn't, there was no way I was going to be able to pass him. I went to the inside as quickly as I could, and he had a little bit of a better run coming off the backstretch, but I had I had a draft and he didn't, so and I'm clear, and it's awesome. You know,
Well,
it's just amazing.
Well, that's always fun to hear. But before we go, would you like to thank anyone from your family or sponsors or any of that stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mother and father for giving me all this equipment to play this game in the first place. You know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. I would like to thank, is related to this whole racing stuff, that gave me the courage and gave me the, ability to race. It's been amazing.
So, well, hopefully you go for a championship win this year. So, so right now you are sitting
Sorry, go ahead.
Comfy in first place in the points. So, when the championship race comes back around, it's coming back to Daytona. And if you do make it, then are you going to try to get the championship win?
Yeah, I'm going to try and win every single race, and I'm definitely going for that championship this year. I hope we can do it, but, it's a little too early to make any assumptions, so I'll just stay with that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and have a good night.
All right, thank you. You too.
So that was the first race of the season tonight, guys. We are back here at Daytona again next week. Same time at 3 o'clock p.m. Central and 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys do enjoy this stuff, hit that big thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next broadcast. Thank you for joining us.